as we mentioned yesterday, the best time to start sponsoring is right now when you are newer. But we also know that this sparks a level of anxiety and fear because, well, you're potentially new too. We want to make building a business as easy as possible for you. And my best advice is to remove yourself as the expert. And the best news, we actually create a space to help you do that. You don't have to know all of the answers. This space answers all of the most common objections and questions that we normally get, and all you have to do is ATM, add, tag, and message. When you offer someone the opportunity with the if I, would you approach, and they respond back with a question or an objection, maybe I'm not a salesperson, or I don't have enough time, or I don't have any space to keep any stock, or what are the minimum requirements? All you have to do is acknowledge their response and invite them to the group.
Girl, I hear ya. I'm not a salesperson either. Would you be okay with me inviting you to a secret group that I think you'd find very eye-opening? There are a couple of posts I'd love to tag you in.
When they respond back with, what's the Facebook group about? Or sure, add me, let them know you're going to invite them to the group. Once they've accepted your invite and they've came back and they've given you that thumbs up, tag them in any pinned post and any other post that answers their questions or talks about their objection. Then send them another message and say, hey, I've connected you as my guest in this group and I've tagged you in a couple of posts that I think you're going to find valuable. After all of that is done, you still want to continue removing yourself as the expert. The best thing you can do if they continue to have questions, maybe even questions that aren't answered within that opportunity group, and especially if you're new, is to start a three-way chat with your upline. Let them take the pressure off of you and answer your prospects' questions for you. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, I know all those answers. I know what the minimums are. I know that we don't have to keep stock, and I know how to find out how many consultants are in my area if they say it's too saturated. We know you probably know those answers too, but here's the thing. When your new person sees that you don't have to know all the answers, that you are using a third-party tool, they're going to be more apt to do the same thing. It's called duplication. They're going to say,
that's easy enough. I can do that too.
If they see that you're a know-it-all and you have all of the answers, they'll think,
there's no way that I can do what she does. I don't have time to learn all of these things.
And they'll stall in their business, or even worse, they won't even join your team. Down below in the description, I have typed out an example of how to start a three-way chat. Now, if at any point during this process someone says no, go back to the scale and find out where they are on that scale and help them move forward. Your assignment today is go back to the two people that you chose from yesterday's assignment and start having these conversations. For some of you, you might be able to get to the if I, would you conversations today, but for others, it might be a few days before it feels right for you to start bringing up the if I, would you conversation. Once you start those conversations, let us know down below in the chat. And remember, utilize us to help you with those conversations, plus the three-way chat and our opportunity groups.